Ha ha. Oh. Sounds all right? Okay, so let's start. Um, hello everyone. Thank you for coming today. My name is Haruka, and I am Japan Outreach Initiative Coordinator at Heart Mountain Interpretive Center. My role is to promote awareness and understanding of Japan in regions of the United States with relatively few Japan-related activities and opportunities for exchange. So today, we are going to do an Ikebana flower arrangement as the final program in our winter program series. Yay! Finally, winter is over. Now it's spring. Yay! Well, so I'm from Kanagawa Prefecture, which is, my hometown doesn't have much snow. And this year we had a lot of snow. So, well, honestly, this winter was tough for me. But now winter is over, the spring, so now I'm very happy. Well, so we're going to do Ikebana. But just so you know, I am not Ikebana master. And not all Japanese people are familiar with Ikebana either. While preparing for today's presentation, I have learned a lot, and I am still learning. I may not be able to give you specific advice to adjust your arrangement, but I can share the concept and the philosophy behind Ikebana and explain what makes it so unique. So let's explore the world of Ikebana today together. So this is today's agenda, and we might take some photos during the workshop to share on our social media. So if you'd prefer not to be in any picture, just let us know. So first, what is Ikebana? Do you know what is Ikebana? Have you tried Ikebana before? No. Perfect. So Ikebana is the traditional Japanese art of flower arrangement, often described as making flowers come alive. There are several major Ikebana schools with differing histories and theories of artistic style. Here, two pictures of flower arrangement. Both are beautiful, but they have very different styles, right? Can you tell which one is Ikebana and which one is the Western style flower arrangement? Oh, yeah.
More is more.
Oh, yeah. So, obviously, this one is Ikebana, and this is the regular flower arrangement, Western style flower arrangement. So what are the difference between the two? So you said more is more. That's very the important one. What else do you come up with?
Contrasting height.
Oh, good point. Well, so this is the several characteristics of Ikebana and Western flower arrangement. So Ikebana is about aesthetics of subtraction. Western flower arrangement, aesthetics of addition. Ikebana, simplicity, minimalism. This one is gorgeousness. And Ikebana is focused on showing space. So you can see there are a lot of space. But in Western flower arrangement, there is no space. Then Ikebana is asymmetry. But Western flower arrangement tends to symmetry. And Ikebana use kenzan. So this is kenzan. On your table, you also have kenzan. So this is a spiked frog used to hold the stems in place. And this is so sharp, so be careful. Instead of kenzan, Western flower arrangement use the special squishy sponge thing. So instead of that sponge, Ikebana uses this. So Japanese flower arrangements, Ikebana, prize asymmetry and negative space, which creates a sense of movement and dynamism within the design. As one principle puts it, in Ikebana, one of the most important things is to ensure there is empty space in the arrangement. Ikebana does not favor a geometric approach. This emphasis on space gives our flowers a sense of life and vitality, while also creating a feeling of depth and openness in the arrangement. So this is the brief history of Ikebana. And Ikebana's origins can be traced back to Buddhist flower offerings, which date as far back as the 6th century. Over the course of more than 7 centuries, Ikebana has evolved into many different styles of arrangement. So this style is called Rikka. This is the oldest style of Ikebana by using a variety of branches and plants. Rikka expressed the beauty of an entire natural landscape. It became a distinctive element of interior decoration in the reception rooms of military leaders, nobility, and priests of the time. And as Rikka, this style, grew popular among wealthy townspeople, there emerged a desire for more simplified and refined style. And this led to the formalization of shoka, this style. This style maintained the classical appearance but featured an asymmetrical structure. And the most recent style is this Moribana style. This style is developed in response to the westernization of Japanese life. It is a relatively free and modern style compared to Rikka and Shoka style. Moribana allows the use of Western flowers and is typically arranged in shallow plate-like vases using kenzan, this one. So today we are going to do Moribana style. And to better understand the concept of Ikebana, let me introduce an important term, wabi-sabi. Have you ever heard of the word wabi-sabi? Okay, cool. Although it's difficult to translate literally, it is a Japanese philosophical concept that influences many aspects of Japanese culture. Art, architecture, literature, poetry, nature, design, Japanese gardens, and of course, Ikebana. Wabi refers to finding beauty in imperfection and the impermanence of nature. Sabi suggests that things which are old, worn, or weathered have more appeal than something new or flashy. Together, wabi-sabi represent the appreciation of beauty in imperfection, transience, and simplicity. Both wabi and sabi are connected to the idea of impermanence in the universe and how this temporary nature can be seen not as something sad, but as something beautiful. And wabi also developed into a positive idea that loneliness and the absence of material beauty can lead to the sense of freedom from emotional and material attachment. Well, personally, I am really interested in how the American people feel about this philosophy or concept, because it's quite different from many Western values, I think. In the Western countries, often more is better, right? Well, yeah, so this is Senno Rikyu. So he wasn't Ikebana master, but a great tea master. He laid the foundation of the modern wabicha style of tea ceremony, which is based on the principles of wabi-sabi. And the reason I bring up the tea ceremony is because it's one of the places where the wabi-sabi spirit is most clearly seen, and Ikebana is an essential part of the tea ceremony. I think showing a picture is a much more easier way to understand this than just explaining in words. So this is a photo of a tea room where the tea ceremony takes place. So tea ceremony is not just about drinking tea. It's a full experience of wabi-sabi concept, wabi-sabi philosophy. And it includes the tea utensils, the garden, architecture, calligraphy, and Ikebana. Do you feel a sense of wabi-sabi in seeing this picture? This is a very simple room, very simple setting, right? You might even feel like, hanging some picture of those empty walls, but this is beautiful as it is. This emptiness is actually the part of the beauty. So you can see Ikebana in here. And it's an important part of the tea ceremony, just like calligraphy in here. Ikebana reflects the seasons and the fleeting beauty of nature. Traditionally, Ikebana, or arranged flowers, were placed in the tokonoma, a special, it's difficult to pronounce for me, alcove, special alcove in Japanese room, where guests were received. It's a space meant for showing seasonal or meaningful items like Ikebana, calligraphy, and ceramics. But today, Ikebana is also frequently seen in entrance halls and living rooms, as well as in lobbies of large buildings and shop windows. From my personal experience, I didn't grow up in a family that regularly practiced Ikebana, except for New Year's. I am not sure about the other families, but at least in mine, my mom does Ikebana every year as part of the New Year decorations. Of course, you can buy seasonal flowers at the flower shop year round. And I also buy a bouquet for my Mother's Day or like my mom's birthday, but I don't do Ikebana myself. I think New Year is just such an important or a special occasion. So that's probably why my mom does it Ikebana in the New Year. So usually Ikebana, the New Year Ikebana is like this style. We always use pine tree as a material. And yeah, Ikebana also has a lot of different shapes and sizes. This is very big Ikebana, and this is in the very famous fancy hotel lobby. And we also have our Ikebana spot here at the museum. So there is a Hoshizaki reflection room, and you can see calligraphy here, right? And this area becomes our Ikebana display spot during pilgrimage, an annual event in July when former incarcerees and their descendants visit Heart Mountain. So I think this whole space have a very similar feeling like this. For me, this room is very wabi-sabi style, very simple and beautiful space. So here is another example of wabi-sabi. So in the Ikenobo school of Ikebana, one of the most oldest Ikebana school. And there is a tradition of arranging the iris flowers differently depending on the season. It's interesting, right? So for me, it's surprising that even withered flowers are used in fall and winter. So you can see this here, and the leaves are a little turning to brownish. So yeah, but it reflects the spirit of wabi, finding beauty in aging, and the passage of time. So now let's talk about camp here in Heart Mountain. So people at the Heart Mountain camp also enjoyed Ikebana. We know that weekly Ikebana classes were held in camp, and there was even an Ikebana exhibition. According to this article, 3,500 people attended the exhibition. In this photo, you can see a young woman making a flower arrangement from wood and paper. So fresh flowers are not always available in the camp, so people used materials they could find, like paper, wood, and shells from the surrounding. And in this article, so people enjoy flower arrangement, Ikebana, using paper, flower, and wood, but they also used sagebrush. So that's why today I picked sagebrush as a material. So they also enjoyed Ikebana using sagebrush, so we can enjoy it the same way today. And so I am so impressed by this fully Japanese style decoration. So he is also enjoying Ikebana. You can see here and here. He transformed his barrack into a Japanese style space. And even he created tokonoma alcoves. So I think this picture was taken during the New Year because I think this arrangement reminds me of New Year. So he used bamboo, and I think this is plum twig branch. And those combination is also very popular style of Japanese New Year arrangement. So I guess this picture was taken during the New Year. So now we can try arranging Ikebana. And well, if you want, there are detailed diagrams for Ikebana that shows things like the exact angle and precise length of each branch in inches, but I thought this might be too complicated, and this looks boring to me. So, so we'll skip that for today. Instead, I'd like you to create your own arrangement freely while keeping in mind the basic tips of Ikebana. So, those are the Ikebana tips. They're very simple and easy. 1, observe the flowers carefully. Instead of just inserting flowers you chose, turn them around and look for the most beautiful place to put them. Whether it is best to arrange them facing forward, to the side, or even backward. Find out how best to arrange them to bring out their individuality and charm. And second, buds and leaves are important materials of Ikebana. Leaves are very important to Ikebana, which concentrates the beauty of the life of plants and flowers. When arranging flowers, it is important not to focus only on the flowers, but to be aware of the greenery of the leaves and stems. Third, don't have too many flowers. Rather than arrange a large number of flowers, it is better to use as few flowers as possible to emphasize the beauty of each individual flower. 4, focus on asymmetry. Ikebana is designed to be asymmetrical. Don't be afraid to embrace imperfections and unusual shapes. Ikebana also embraces an attitude of respecting the natural form. That's why using curved flowers or branches like those growing in a garden can create more unique and fun Ikebana arrangements than using commercially sold flowers that are artificially, too straight. But the unique shape makes more fun Ikebana arrangement. So, on your table, you have flowers and a lot of greenery. So please pick your flowers and branches and make your own arrangement. And we also have a couple of Ikebana books on the back. So if you want some inspiration, you can take a look at the pictures of Ikebana book. Yes. So today is everyone's first time doing Ikebana, right? How was it? Fun?
It's one of those things you have to train your brain.
Mm-hmm.
If you've done flowering, you just as a, not for a profession, but as a class. And it's like, okay, less is more. Less is more.
Yes, less is more.
So, and along that line of thinking, when I walked in, I thought, wow, that's not very many flowers. And now we have extra flowers that actually, make sense now.
Yes. Right. Yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, I did my practice session of Ikebana arrangement and realized, oh, we don't want that many flowers, but more greenery. So that's why less flower. And I thought smaller flower is sometimes better for Ikebana style. So, little color. Yeah. This is very interesting. And yeah, for the practice session, I felt to taking balance, I tended to adding more flowers, but that makes too much. So less flower and a lot of greenery and unique shape greenery. That makes very fun to make.
As I was watching this, I'm thinking old school. When I was a kid in 4-H and we had nature crafts was one of our categories. And you had to go out in nature and find stuff to make stuff. So that's kind of what I thought. You find a little piece of a log, and you put your flowers or your seeds.
Yes. So I think so. That's why Ikebana is good for flowers in the garden rather than buying flower from flower shop. So of course, today you can take your arrangement with you, and you can explore your favorite flower and use twigs and a lot of material, various material. And Ikebana uses pretty much everything for material. Sometimes they use vegetable or stone as a decoration, part of decoration, and wood, and just very free art form, and this is very interesting. Yeah, so enjoy your Ikebana life. So, of course, please take your arrangement form with you today. But if after a week or two the flowers have wilted and you no longer need the kenzan or vase, we would gladly welcome donations. So if you thought, I don't need any more, so you can drop off here so that we can use another Ikebana session. Well, and exciting news is if you're interested in more about Japanese culture, we are having Children's Day Festival next month, May 10th. It's going to be open house event, meaning free. So everyone is welcome. Children's Day is another Japanese holiday that is for celebrating children's healthy growth. But every age, everyone is welcome. We will have exciting program like koto and shakuhachi. Those are traditional Japanese instruments. We will have concert using koto and shakuhachi, and we are welcoming koto player from Japan. That's awesome. And I guess you don't have such a rare opportunity in this state relating Japanese culture. So we will have fun craft tables, and these are Japanese spinning top. We will have spinning top performance, and you can even try playing koto, Japanese floor harp. And we also have samurai armor display. And so in Children's Day, Japanese people celebrate that holiday, decorating those koinobori, fish-shaped, how do you say? Fish-shaped windsock. Windsock, yes. And the family who has boys, they display samurai armor for playing boys' healthy growth and the prosperity. So that's why we are having that, and we also have cartoons. These cartoons are created by Japanese Americans. So we will have fun activity and fun event May 10th. So please come visit us and mark your calendars. And so, since this is my winter program, the last one of my winter program series, I will have another workshop in here at Hart Mountain. So, please check our website. I'm going to have origami workshop and mochi workshop as well. So we will put our details on our website, so please check our website and follow our social media. And as always, we are welcome if you're interested in supporting our Hart Mountain Wyoming Foundation, please join our membership. You can, starting at $35, you can sign up today here. And for more information, visit our website. Do you have any questions? Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this workshop today. So again, please give us your feedback. And thank you for coming today. We will see you soon. Thank you.